All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go from Circuit of the Americas. Cody Burke and CJ Jeffries will be on the front row. David Coyler and Patrick Pieper on the second. Jesse Gordon, Christopher White on the third row. Chad Ragsdale, Ryan Ayers on the fourth. And Devin McDonald and Jerry Flippo round out your top 10. Dylan Schreiner starts in 11th next to Garrett Korn in 12th. Tyler Thomas in 13th, Andy McLeod in 14th, Ryan Caldwell in 15th, Alex Harper starts in 16th, Kyle Reeder in 17th, David Farnan in 18th, Joshua Nichols in 19th, Jeremy Queener starts 20th. Joshua Rudolph and Richie Ragsdale 21st and 22nd. Cody Kennedy, Austin Ruskoff 23rd and 24th. Scooter Black and Lynn Marble 25th and 26th. Ryan Green in 27th. Matthew Logan in 28th. Kirk Marble in 29th and Scott Roney in 30th. Mark Dantuma, Garrett Barber, Brandon Jennings, and Brandon Anderson round out the 34 car field. Everybody stacking up, ready to go. It looks like our timing is going a little bit haywire. It should clear up some point in the first lap. Remember, turn one could get a little spicy and could very well be the beginning of the excitement here tonight. Porsche pace car dives to pit road. Out of the final turn, they get pointed down the straightaway. And here they come. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at COTA. And already a little bit of three-wide action back behind through turn one. A few cars going very, very wide. Wow, I think I even saw 5 wide at the top. Cody Burke leads them through the S's. CJ on his bumper. CJ Jeffries in second. David Coyler in third. Patrick Pieper, Jesse Gordon, and Coyler all get together. Jeremy Queener gets involved as well. Cody Burke, CJ Jeffries taking advantage of the chaos. They pull away. Jesse Gordon lost a lot of ground, but is now up into third. Cody Burke heads for the final turn. CJ right on his bumper. And Cody Burke is going to lead lap number 1 here at COTA. Jesse Gordon in third, Pieper in fourth. Chad Ragsdale in 5th, and let's take a little look at some lap 1 incidents. Brandon Anderson back behind. Looks like he had a problem coming to the final turn on the start. Then we saw the incident a few moments later. David Coiler in 3rd at the moment. Looks like Pieper just got a little deeper into the corner. Man, Coiler got pushed all over the place. Looking down from the blimp, Christopher White back behind, as well as Ryan Ayers. And once that stack up started, they had nowhere to go. Several cars get checked up back behind, but everybody eventually gets going. Cody Burke still out front. And it looks like Jeremy Queener, Brandon Anderson, and Garrett Barber have all had issues. There's Queener trying to make the move. Oh, gets into the bumper, slams the brakes on, trying not to hit another car, and ends up in the wall. Brandon Anderson coming through the S's. He has not had a good start to the night. Overshoots the entrance to the chicane. And Garrett Barber back behind. Looks like just a bit too much power. He goes around. Cody Burke continues to lead, and a few more incidents back behind, including Lynn Marble, Mark Dantuma. Lynn Marble coming out of the chicane, gets a good run down into the next turn, just does not get it to rotate. He goes around. Mark Dantuma a little further back, right behind Jeremy Queener as they come through the final turn. Down the front straightaway, doesn't look like Dantuma had any issues. Garrett Barber back behind. That same corner has caught so many drivers here tonight. There has been a lot of excitement early on here. Oh, a lot of bumping through the S's. Christopher White goes around. Cody Kennedy coming out of the chicane, And that same turn on the brakes goes around. Cody Burke out front leads by almost 3 seconds over CJ Jeffries. Jesse Gordon currently in third, Chad Ragsdale in fourth, Patrick Pieper in fifth, and Jerry Flippo in sixth. A big gap back to Dylan Schreiner in seventh, Ryan Ayers in eighth, Garrett Korn in ninth, and David Coyler currently in 10th. Wow. Devin McDonald really hit that turtle. Andy McLeod right on his bumper in 12th. Alex Harper right there as well in 13th. A little chaos coming out of the hairpin just ahead. Tyler Thomas now in 14th, Ryan Caldwell in 15th. David Farnan in 16th, Kyle Reeder in 17th, Richie Ragsdale in 18th, Christopher White, after his incidents, drops back to 19th. Kirk Marble and Austin Ruskoff battle for 20th. Brandon Jennings, it appears, did not take to the grid. And a quick look at a couple of more incidents. David Farnan coming out of the chicane as well, heads down for the hairpin. Cody Kennedy spins just ahead. He had nowhere to go. Scooter Black back behind as well. Just too much brake. He slides out of the track along with Ryan Green. Cody Burke, though, continues to lead the race. His lead is growing. 3.4 seconds as CJ Jeffries stuck in lap traffic. Jesse Gordon in third, swings a bit wide. Ragsdale right on his bumper. We may see drivers in for pit stops early to serve penalty drive-throughs due to off-tracks. There's been a lot of drive. Cody Kennedy has had a problem and towed to pit road. Cody Kennedy had some problems here in the early going, trying to fight his way back. Austin Ruskoff wide through that turn. Oh, and Cody ends up off in the grass, and holy crap. Man, that was close. Let's see if we can see just how close it was riding along with Austin Ruskoff. Austin definitely offline as he comes through the right-hander. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It don't get any closer than that, folks. Brandon Anderson has had a problem. He is towed to pit road. Brandon Anderson back behind it. Had problems from the start tonight. Looks like the car may not be at full power as he comes through the final turn. Just does not get the car turned and slams into the brick wall. A rough night for Brandon, that is for sure. Cody Burke is starting to work his way through lap traffic, and that could be a problem. CJ Jeffries now 4.6 seconds back. Chad Ragsdale has taken third from Jesse Gordon. Jesse still right there. Jerry Flippo back in fifth is gaining ground on both Ragsdale and Gordon. Patrick Pieper has slipped back into sixth. Dylan Schreiner now up into seventh. Biggest mover so far tonight, Kirk Marble started in 29th, up 9 spots into 20th. He is just trying to keep that car out of trouble. And Cody Kennedy hates this track. Cody, you ought to ask Austin if he's wearing the brown pants today, because we looked from his in-car, buddy, and that was close. Kirk Marble in 20th, but he is setting up. Is he going to try and make this 3 wide into 1? He is. Up the hill, hard on the brakes. The car ahead slows him down, spins the tires out of the turn, and lost everything he gained, as Lynn Marble has had a problem. Lynn coming out of the turn as they head down into the hairpin. Oh, Lynn just spins out. Car behind bumps, but gets through. Lynn recovers quickly. CJ Jeffries back in second, continues to fall behind. Cody Burke is now out to a 6-second lead. Chad Ragsdale still holds on to third. Jesse right behind in fourth. Jerry Flippo in fifth was gaining on Gordon and Ragsdale, but at the moment he is losing ground. Dylan Schreiner and David Coiler battle it out. Coiler comes out ahead. Coiler definitely trying to fight his way back to the front. He started in third, got caught up in that first incident, lost a lot of ground, already back on the move. Cody, I'll make sure to send you the YouTube short when it gets made, just so you can see how close that was. I don't know how you guys didn't make contact either. A lot of positions swapping back here as Farnan battling with Tyler Thomas. Thomas comes out ahead. Caldwell goes wide. Richie Ragsdale, Kyle Reeder right there. Patrick Pieper is in for his stop. He should be able to go the distance from here. Driver said 13 to 15 laps on a tank of fuel. Likely to see a lot of the leaders in soon. Cody Burke continues to put cars a lap down. Devin McDonald, Joshua Nichols also both in. 26 cars left on the lead lap. Mark Dantuma currently 26th, but he has Cody Burke closing in. Dantuma slips to the side, lets Burke by on the inside. Now 25 cars left on the lead lap. And there's Joshua Nichols just coming off pit road with Burke right behind. We know Cody likely to stretch as far as he can. But this is not a track you want to try and stretch your fuel extra. You run out of fuel on track here, your night is over. Richie Ragsdale also on the move. Richie currently runs in 12th place, up 10 spots. Kirk Marble, though, continues his march to the front. He is now up 16 spots into 13th. Garrett Barber and Brandon Anderson have both had a problem. Whoa, Marble got a way better run through the chicane. Let's see what happened with Barber and Anderson. There's Barber coming out of the chicane. On the brakes as he heads down into the hairpin. Oh, the brakes just get locked up and he gets into Anderson. Brandon Anderson has had zero luck here tonight. Garrett Korn on his way to pit road. Drivers only have 2, maybe 3 laps of fuel left. We're likely to see everybody hitting pit road potentially this lap. Patrick Pieper has had a problem. He is towed to pit road. Pieper headed down the front stretch to the top of the hill at turn 1. He locks up the brakes. Oh, he locks him up again and just spins it. Ouch. That's a big setback for one of the road racing aces. And the leader is in. Cody Burke is in. He brings CJ Jeffries, Chad Ragsdale, Jesse Gordon, all of them in together. David Coiler is staying out for the moment. Cody, it is definitely a possibility. No, Pieper is still on pit road. Matthew Logan had a problem a moment ago. And the same place we have seen the majority of issues tonight coming down into the hairpin after the chicane. That turn has been brutal for the entire field here tonight. Somehow, Cody, I am not surprised, buddy. I heard a lot of complaining about this track Thursday night when Home Motorsports was here, and even more tonight. Be interesting to get Cody Burke's opinion after this race, as he is still dominating the field. David Coiler, who did not come to pit road yet, he's coming in now. CJ Jeffries will cycle back into second, and he is almost 8 seconds behind Cody Burke. CJ Jeffries back in second as a decent gap now on Chad Ragsdale, but Jesse Gordon is starting to close back in. Tyler Thomas and Garrett Barber have both had problems. Tyler Thomas looks like he was slow out of that turn. The second to last turn, he sends it into the final turn, and a little too much send there. Garrett Barber has definitely had a rough night, and once again he's coming to the hairpin. Overshoots the hairpin. Wow. He has definitely had a bumpy night. Alex Harper is on pit road. Matthew Logan, Scott Roney are the last two to complete pit stops. Lynn Marble has had a problem. He has towed it in. Austin Ruskoff has also had a problem. Lynn, another one who's had a rough night here tonight. Oh, just a little too much speed into that turn. Looks like he slammed the wall. Here's the real question. Did Kirk get into him? Looking down from the blimp, there's Lynn. Kirk Marble just behind. A hard hit into the wall, and Kirk barely skates by. That would have not been fun at the family meeting. Austin Ruskoff also has a problem coming out of the hairpin. He just almost stops. And then slides into the next turn, almost gets another car and goes in the grass. Cody Burke now into heavy lap traffic. And coming to the turn of doom here tonight. Scooter Black has had a problem. He is towed to pit road. Garrett Barber is also towed in. Scooter Black coming through the S's. Oh, he just missed the turn to the chicane out of the S's and towed her in. Garrett Barber. Oh! Barber gets the turtle in a big way. He gets the other turtle. That's what happens when turtles attack, folks. Cody Burke still out front. CJ Jeffries now 7 1/4 seconds back. Jesse Gordon has reclaimed third, but Ragsdale right on his bumper. Ragsdale trying to get set up for a run through the S's. Let's ride along with Ragsdale for a lap or so as we come through the S's. The left-hander down into the chicane. Cut as much as you dare through here, trying to stay off the red. On the power into the turn of doom. Out of the hairpin once again, right on Jesse Gordon's back bumper. Down into the horseshoe, coming back around. Oh, Ragsdale gets on the power, the back end slips. Carrying as much speed through as they can into the penultimate turn. Cutting as much as you can without getting a slowdown. And through the final turn, up the front straightaway. Ragsdale's going to chase him up toward turn one. Into turn one, cut it wide on entry to hit the apex, then down the hill and back through the S's. Really feathering the throttle. They've got to be careful coming through the S's. A little too much power. The car is going to go wide, get the turtles, and your day's about to get rough. Joshua Rudolph has had a problem. Rudolph back behind into the turn of doom. Looks like he just slowed down a little too much. Gets a bump from behind, goes around, and Jesse Gordon has had a problem. Remember, Jesse was running in third, trying to keep Ragsdale in his mirror. And on the power, the back end just steps out. Ragsdale reclaims third. Garrett Korn and Lynn Marble have had a problem. Lynn is towed to pit road. Let's see what happened. There's Garrett Korn heading into the turn of... Oh! Holy cow! Looked like Lynn Marble missed his braking point. He got on the power late out of the chicane and then misses his braking point, slams Garrett Korn and tows her in. Well, that was eventful. Patrick Pieper is back out on track, Cody. He is making his way. He is now up to 23rd. And at the moment, he is one of the 3 fastest cars on track. David Coyler, second fastest at the moment, but the fastest car by a lot is our leader, Cody Burke, as he comes through the S's. It's got to be nerve-wracking for Cody Burke coming through the turn of doom. In all of this lap traffic, things are really sketchy with a lot of these cars. Fortunately, most of the drivers are trying to make way for the leader. Cody Burke's lead now 12.7 seconds over CJ Jeffries. Chad Ragsdale in third, but you won't believe it. Fourth place, Jesse Gordon is reeling him back in. He is 1.4 seconds back and 1 lap car between them, but Jesse is back on the attack. Jesse got a podium, finished second with BRR at Road America. Can he get 2 podiums here tonight? Cody Burke, 3 laps to go. Normally, we do post-race interviews, third, second, and first. We may have to do the opposite tonight. Cody's running away with this. He is stuck in a lot of lap traffic. CJ Jeffries isn't. CJ is closing, but the gap is still 12.25 seconds. Chad Ragsdale still holds on to third and has started to pull a gap on Jesse Gordon. Jerry Flippo now up into fifth. David Coyler in sixth. Dylan Schreiner in seventh. Kirk Marble up 21 spots into eighth. Kirk is currently the biggest mover in the field. Alex Harper and Garrett Korn battling it out for 10th. Richie Ragsdale, holy crap! Garrett managed to save it. One heck of a save by Garrett Korn. There are only 14 cars left on the lead lap. Cody Burke has dominated the night. Kirk Marble may be having connection problems. That would be a heartbreak if that does not get squared away after the epic charge he has had tonight. And it does appear Kirk Marble has lost connection after a 21 car charge to the front. And here we go through the final turn, a little drift out of Cody Burke. He's going to come across the line. White flag flies one more time around. Cody Burke came into tonight with a 103-point lead and 3 wins. It's going to be win number 4 in a moment. And a heartbreak for Kirk Marble as PC just restarted itself. I will try and remember to message him tomorrow and see if I can help. Cody Burke, just a few more turns. It has been a dominant performance by Cody Burke. He has a 14-second lead at the moment. As he heads to the penultimate turn, Cody Burke out front by 14 seconds. He was fastest in practice, qualified on the pole, and once again dominates the race as only Cody Burke can do. Cody wins at Circuit of the Americas. CJ Jeffries comes across the line in second, and here comes Chad Ragsdale to finish in third. Let's talk to our top 3. It looks like second place CJ Jeffries is available. Let's see if we can talk to him. CJ, it was one heck of a run to come home in second. And I gotta say, you hung with Cody for quite a while.
Yeah, I just am not Cody, so I struggled. I'd start making mistakes trying to keep pace with him. And then once a gap built up, I figured I'd just start running my own race. And then the lappers, oh God. They'll lay over for Cody. They won't lay over for old CJ.
Well, you still managed to get through a lot of traffic and come home clean. Something not a lot of drivers can say, and I have to ask. The obvious comment we've heard all night tonight is everybody hates this track. Do you feel the same?
Absolutely not. I love this track. This is one of the best road courses in America. I hope NASCAR keeps it on their schedule.
You're going to get some hate for that one, buddy, but great job tonight. Congratulations.
Hey, I'll say it real quick. It's a skill issue. If people hate it, it's a skill issue. Once you learn how to drive this track, it's so much fun. But thanks for the broadcast. Have a good night.
All right, buddy. Well, CJ Jeffries definitely outspoken. Chad Ragsdale came in third. Chad, you and Jesse had quite a battle throughout that race.
Yeah, man, not very often am I felt faster than Pat and Jesse on a road course. I was ecstatic for that.
It was funny, ironically funny, I should say, that Patrick actually had problems. Usually he's up here dominating, but problems early sent him back, and you managed to keep that pace to keep you up in the top three.
Yeah, I'd say right now this race is the cleanest I did this track all week. I didn't care, and I got to that last lap. I just started driving over the limits, trying to catch DJ to see if I could at least make something out of it.
Oh, man, it definitely worked. You held off Jesse. You came home in third, man. Great run. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And finally, our winner, no surprise, Cody Burke dominates again. Cody, I've been asking all night. I've had comments all night. You just dominated the race here. Do you like this racetrack?
I do now. I didn't didn't like it before the race, but that one went, I guess, as well as it could go for me.
It definitely did. I heard a funny comment before the race. Some of the guys were talking about how much practice they'd put in, and they were running in 140s and thought they'd be good, and then you showed up and ran a 138.8 in practice.
Yeah, this was probably the first race this year I really sat down and put in a good 30 minutes to an hour of laps, and this track was really, really tough to try to stay on course, and I was afraid of the 20x limit, but I kept it at about 95% the whole race.
It definitely paid off, and I have to ask, CJ made the comment about coming through lap traffic being a struggle, but it seemed like it wasn't too bad for you. You had a couple of very close calls.
Yeah, there was a couple of close calls, but overall everyone gave plenty of room, so for a road course, this was a pretty good one.
Well, man, that was one heck of a performance, one heck of a domination. Congratulations. Back in victory lane, buddy.
Thank you. I'll try again next week.
He won't try, folks. He'll just freaking do it and make everybody else depressed. Great run by Cody Burke once again. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern, Jones BS Racing is back on Short Track Racing. We got a lot to look forward to this week. We'll see you soon. Have a great night, everybody.